Hello, everybody. I hope this stream is working because I'm streaming live and just trying to sort out an issue for somebody straight immediately as they message me trying to get here. Sorry, somebody's just trying to get a transfer at the moment and they didn't know what to do. They'll probably watch this later and have a little laugh that they've just messaged me literally as I've gone live. Customs. One of the things that the Olympiad does is that it when you get off the plane, immediately afterwards you get out through customs and there's an Olympiad desk there with a load of people stationed, and you get your transfer to the hotel for free. And it looks like somebody's walked past it and not seen the big sign where it says Olympiad, come here, and let me just save this. Shit. And there's always confusion because it always happens. Trying to get to these places, everything's different. Somebody's we've actually got Greg Toychek driving over. He's not even getting the plane, but that's obviously different. He's completely different. Okay, she's found where to go. So yeah, hopefully this is streaming live. I'm just going to double check it, and I am in Hungary at the moment in Budapest. I arrived last night quite late. We're staying at the Hotel Danubius Helia, and I must say it is a really nice place, actually, and they're very kind to me actually when I got here. I got here about 10 o'clock and tea finished at 9:30. I was like, oh, is there anything I can do to get a bite to eat? And they were just like, actually, yeah, when you've checked in, get your bags away, you can actually come and just go to the bistro and just get yourself a sandwich from the open bar kind of area, just a sandwich and a cake, obviously without charge. Normally they would charge for that. Yeah, very, very happy with that. It looks like we are live, which is good. Okay, so this will be recorded as well and put it on the YouTube channels too. So yeah, I just wanted to give everybody a quick update about what's going on. The rounds actually start tomorrow. So you can probably watch this on chess.com on live chess. There'll probably be a different viewer as well. I should imagine lots of commentary going on. So there's going to be loads of areas that you can do it. I'll run through how to actually watch the games live if you want to. They start at 3 o'clock Hungarian time. So Hungary, if you're in the UK, is 1 hour ahead. So it'll probably be 2 o'clock our time. So it'll probably be then when the games start. But I'm very bad with times, so don't trust me completely on that. But what I wanted to do, just run through both our open and women's team with you, let you know a little bit about the hotel that we're staying in and how I've settled in, and then just a bit of an introduction before we actually go get into the games and into the chess side of things, which will be quite exciting. Okay, let me just change things around a little bit here. Just so we can see some of the names. There we go. So you can see here in the open section, we've got some of the top seeds. So I'm just on chess-results here, which you can go on to. yourself, and if you click on Hungary, you can see the open and women's teams. So if I just scroll down, so America are the top seeds. Just have a quick look at their team, just so people know. You got Fabi, Wesley, Dominguez Perez, Aronian, who's obviously transferred over, as has Dominguez, as has Caruana, and so actually are their top 4, and Ray Robson is their board 5, which I think in previous times it's been Sam Shankland, who had a very interesting Chennai. Still a very good player, but I mean they're going to be super strong, aren't they? Didn't do so well in India, but they're going to be favourites again. But India, I mean, look at the rating averages: 27.57, 27.53. India again, super strong. They've put Vidit on board 1 by the looks of things. Oh, that's a surprise. That is a big surprise. They put Vidit on board 1, Prag on 2, and then Gukesh, the current World Championship challenger, is on board 3. And then their highest rated player, Erigaisi, is on 4, and then Hari Krishna is on 5. That is a very interesting board order, I'm going to say. I think there's going to be a bit of news about that. That is going to be super interesting, and I don't know whether Erigaisi's been put down there because he hasn't been playing in the elite events like the top 3 there have, but he has got the highest rating. Has he been put down there because they want him to be getting the wins on the bottom board, or have they been putting him down there because they don't think he's as good as the others? I don't know what the answer to that is. Okay, and then you've got all the other regular favourites, but we're here to focus on the Welsh team. So we are actually, for the first time ever, no, not the first time ever, but for the first time in a long time, we're actually in the top half of the draw. There's actually a total number of teams of 197. A country called Vanuatu, which I have never heard of. And we've also got, for the first time ever, we've got a refugees team, which is really good. They've got that in the women's section as well. So they're, I guess, trying to make different teams and be more inclusive, which is always good. But yeah, we're actually in the top half of the draw. So for the previous 2 years, we played Spain in the first round and lost 4-0 both times. Last time was a lot closer. But here we're ranked 78th, which means that we should be playing somebody maybe in the lower half of the draw in the first round. Our captain and coach is Marcos Camacho Colados, who is, you'll notice as we scroll down, our board 1, Jose Camacho Colados' relation. It's his brother. And so they're going to be sharing a room, which helps us with the hotel stuff. So yeah, Jose's on board 1 for us. It's going to be making his debut at the Olympiad. So exciting times for him. So he's an international master, young, and well, again, not super young, but he's younger than me. But yeah, obviously a really good strong board 1, capable of beating anybody on his day. Couldn't beat me last time we played, but I'm sure we'll have a few discussions about that, as he stopped me winning the Welsh Championships by holding me to a draw. He says the same thing back to me. So yeah, really good to see Jose here. On board 2, again making his debut with a higher rating now. They've only just swapped around, is FIDE Master Daniel Kozizek. Now he is young, so he came over from the Czech Republic, qualifies for Wales now, lives in Cardiff Bay. Does a lot of coaching. He's 23.67. He'd be looking to try and get an IM norm. Okay, if you can get a GM norm, even better. But he'll be looking to take some scalps down. Capable again of beating anybody on his day. I think we've got a really strong top 2 boards there. Greg Toszczek, FIDE Master again, 2300. Just got back above 2300 as well, so he's very happy that his rating says 2301 there. So very happy for him. He's actually driving over, should be arriving in the next few hours. I'm going to try and get that on video if I can do, actually, as he pulls up in his car, because he's driven all the way from Wales over here. But he's had a great time, actually. He's been he's cycling in the Swiss Alps, I think, or something like that, and seeing a lot of Europe as he goes. And of course he's got some relatives in Poland, which I believe he's visiting afterwards as well, so hence the drive. But he didn't seem phased about driving, which I thought personally was a little crazy. But yeah, Greg played in Chennai 2 years ago, on board 1 for us. So yeah, he's not a veteran, but obviously still a very strong player. Then you got probably the worst player of the bunch, which is me. I'm playing on board 4. I'm a FIDE Master. although fake FIDE Master, above 2200 now, which is quite nice to see. I've been flirting with being below, and I really want to push that rating up to about 2250 and then see if I can climb towards 2300, which is where I think I can perform at on a consistent basis. But okay, yeah, really looking forward to playing in this. And then on board 5, sharing a room with me, should be turning up through my door actually any second now, is actually Alex Bullen, Candidate Master Alex Bullen, 2155. He's at one of his highest ratings ever, really at his peak of his chess. Really grinding out some fantastic results, so expect some long games from Alex. I'm pretty sure I had a look at some of his games, and he's had like games over 100 moves like 3 or 4 or 5 times in the past 6 months to a year. I'm just like, I can't think when I've played a game over 100 moves at all. I think I might have had like 1 or 2 over 30 years. So he really does not give up, and that's maybe one of the things that is so reason why his rating's going up, because he just keeps playing, even in drawn positions, hoping for that mistake. And obviously he gets it, so a lot of different skills on show there. But I think we're really happy with our team. We know that we've got 5 players there that can really do a job and will really do as much as they can to try and grind out results. So the first few rounds it's going to be very yo-yo-y, and we'll play probably a very low rated team in the first round, and then we'll probably play somebody with 4 Grandmasters on their boards in the second round, which is when it really starts for us. And then we'll yo-yo a little bit, and then we'll start to play against some more level teams. Let's have a look at the women's section now. So if I click over to the women, just to run down the team. So okay, so top seeds, India, very, very strong again. I mean, I don't even think that they're probably maybe even missing somebody, but Dronavali, Vaishali, Divya Desmuk, she's been very young and very good, winning a lot of things. Vantika, Tanya Sakdev as well. On board 5 is always going to be dangerous, playing on board 4. So they're the favourites. And then Georgia, of course, who seem to have a better women's team than the Open team. Poland are always strong, China, very strong teams. But okay, we want to look at Wales. Well, the total entrance, first of all, in the women's section is 184, and Vanuatu are seeded last. But okay, they've got the same rating of 1400 up to 167, which is the British Virgin Islands. I believe, is this because they're all unrated? Yeah, they haven't got a rating. Okay, so they just haven't played. Now, that actually in the Olympiad, by the way, is very, very dangerous, because you're going to have some players, depending on what country they're from, you can't trust the rating. They might not have a rating at all, but they might actually be rated about 2000 strength. You've just got no idea what you're playing. So don't go by the ratings, is what I'll say, which is quite difficult. Okay, so Wales were seeded 80th in this section. Is that the top half, 80? Yeah, 184, so top half, which is good for them. They'll have hopefully an easier pairing for round 1, get them off the mark. But Brandon Clark is their captain, so he's been brought in, international master, nearly a grandmaster to be fair. Same with Marcos, for coach for the Open team. And playing for us, we have Women's FIDE Master Olivia Smith on board 1. She's over 2,000 now, closing in on 2,100. I think that's one of the highest ratings she's been, so she seems to be moving up, which is good to see. And then we've got 2 Women's Candidate Masters in Imogen Camp, who hopefully she's just got the transfer. She's just been messaging me, where do I go? Over 1,900. Linda Smith, over 1,800 there. And then Kimberly Chong, who, if she plays and has a good tournament, can definitely get herself, 50% score would become a women's candidate master. And if she gets a 65% score, it would be a women's FIDE master. So look out for Kimberly, and also our young junior Emma Kong as well. Both rated over 1,700. And this is a great opportunity for them to actually get some titles, because this is how I got my FIDE Master title a few years ago. It was in the Batumi Olympiad in Georgia. I got, was it 6.5 out of 10? So I played a lot of games. But because I got 65%, I automatically got the FIDE Master title. It's almost like a bit of a cheat way of getting the FIDE Master title, but I'm going to take it all the same. So I didn't get my rating above 2,300, but I got 65% in this tournament, and therefore the rules say you're allowed to get the title. So it's 65% for FM title, or WFM if you're in the women's section, and then 50% to become a candidate master in the open section and also the women's section, candidate master or women's candidate master. So Kimberly and Emma will definitely be eyeing that up if they have a good start to the tournament. That's something to focus on for the rest of us. But yeah, that's the team, or the team, shall we say. And I'm pretty sure that if you just go to live chess and then click on the broadcast section, you'll see all of the Olympiad. I think they've just actually done a little bit of a blog post about how you can actually follow the tournaments. But of course, it's round 1 tomorrow. Everybody's just arriving today. It's all kind of a bit chaotic at the moment. I've gone down to the front desk to try and pick up our accreditation badges and been told I'm not allowed to pick them up because I'm not the team captain. I said, well, our team captain is getting in past 5 o'clock today. We're going to miss the opening ceremony, which you need the accreditation badges for. And they said, oh, no, we can't give them out to you. We've got to give them to them. And so basically you're saying nobody in our team can actually go to the opening ceremony because he's getting in later. Now, of course, they're going to change that when it gets closer to the time. I know they're not, and they're just following rules at the moment. But it's just silly things like that. They're just kind of a little bit inflexible. Like they're going to learn what to do. I must say, very pleased with the Danubius Hotel Helia. That's this one here, if that's showing up. Yeah, very, very happy. In fact, our room actually looks just like this picture. Let me just make it a little bit bigger for you. You don't need to see. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just to make that a bit bigger. That actually looks like so. Our beds are actually that close. So I've told Alex I might even move them a little bit closer together. But yeah, we do have. I'm literally sat on this. Oh, does it go any bigger than that? It does. Oh, fantastic. So I'm literally sat on this seat here with my laptop on this table here at the moment. And we have a window that I've got open. So really, really nice room. Could have been a bit bigger. I think Linda's got quite lucky. She's got a balcony on her room. Would have been nice seeing as we're sharing to have that little bit of extra space. But yeah, really nice place. There's got like 2 swimming pools down there that are heated to different temperatures. I've literally just been in the gym this morning and then gone into a steam room as well for probably the first time in my life, and so I'll be using that quite regularly. Quite a big push on health and trying to make sure that you stay fit, because you might be playing chess, you might think, oh, it's only 1 chess game a day, and you even get rest days as well. But you know, after a week and a half of staying somewhere else, you know, it can be quite exhausting. So you do need to look after yourself. And I had breakfast this morning. It was very nice as well. There's lots of offers on there, so it's much better food than it was in Chennai for me, so I'm very happy with that. But yeah, no, very happy with everything. Just have a little look at some of my messages. Playing venue, yeah, I might go and see the playing venue in a second just to try and find out where it is. I know that Alex is about to arrive, so I might go out with him and go to the local shops. Oh, is Jose here? Jose, might you already be here? I'll just message him. So yeah, this is the what's going on at the moment, and one of the things that I'll be doing is trying to do a recap video of the rounds and how we get on with some chess every day. So expect that later on in the day in the evening, and yeah, try and watch the channel. So if you click on follow, then whenever a new video gets done or whenever I go live, if you're watching on Twitch or you're watching on YouTube, then you get a little notification of when I've done one, and you can see what happens in our tournament. And I just really want to try and bring you into the tournament a little bit as much as possible, show you what goes on at these events. And I'll try and take some videos on my phone of what goes on in the hotel area, what goes on in the playing area, you know, around the tournament, just so you can see, because we've got all these people travelling in from different countries. I know I've just been speaking to Mozambique this morning, which you don't get to speak to these people very often, but everybody seems really friendly, and it's really good to make friends with the other countries that are staying in the same hotel as you. But yeah, really happy with the hotel. Looking forward to the tournament in round 1 tomorrow, and yeah, I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.